Hello, viewers. Good morning. I'm Preeti, and welcome to the Zyme 24/7 Live Zyme's Cash Studio in the Chennai News Center. The COVID-19 locks and quarantines that forced consumers to turn to websites for everything from food and household goods to clothing and office supplies provided an opportunity for new AR advertising projects. Worldwide e-commerce sales grew from $3.35 trillion in 2019 to $4.28 trillion in 2020, according to the estimates from eMarketer. And let's get started by bringing you to the case discussion of today on augmented reality is taking off in e-commerce. Will it end after pandemic? Powered by Peregrine, the global service. For experts to discuss the new service and technology upgrades to boost its augmented reality powered shopping experiences. Let's hear from our guests, the Snapchat marketing head Priyanshi Sharma and the marketing consultant Aparna Balaji.
Hello, Preeti.
Hello, Preeti.
Yeah, so talking to you first, Priyanshi, take us to the rise of e-commerce during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Sure. So with the onset of pandemic in 2019, we saw that everything was in a still situation. There was complete lockdown throughout our country and even globally. So a lot of businesses were affected. Like the businesses shutdown rate was about 78%. Small businesses, they actually did shut down because of it. There was unemployment all across. But despite of all these things, the e-commerce business actually was the only industry which actually faced a boom. It rose from 14% to 20% during pandemic, which was a huge growth for it. This not only this, not even in urban areas, the e-commerce also boomed even in rural areas because earlier in it specifically to Indian scenario, the rural people were not that much familiar or did not trust the e-commerce websites a lot. But because there was no other option, they even started shopping online. And not just people, even businesses shifted online.
Yeah. So, Aparna, could you just share some light on how AR works in marketing and advertising?
So AR, as you all know, it's augmented reality. It's an emerging trend within the marketing and sales strategy, and it allows the customers to get unique experiences with convenience of tapping it on their mobile phones. And the AR advertising mobile ad unit uses the smartphone only. It's also available in iOS and Android in-app traffic, and it superimposes all the 3D assets that we have. For example, even the game characters or scenarios. Mostly games are a lot of it uses a lot of augmented reality, but again, when a company is planning to invest in the AR technology, they will have to be very careful, and they need to actually ask themselves three important questions: that why will they actually use the AR in advertising and marketing? What are the goals for that particular company, and why are they trying to achieve that? And how exactly augmented reality could be used in their marketing campaigns, and what challenges they would face, and how will they be able to overcome all of that? So if you see, almost 5 billion people are actively engaged in social media, and out of that, I would say 0.81 billion people use augmented reality, and that too in this year. As Priyanshi said, the e-commerce has been moving and it is shifted entirely to online. Even the rural market has started. So this has been a great boom. If you see Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, as the marketing consultant is here, they have all come up with exciting products that will enable or increase the augmented reality in India.
Yeah, so as Aparna spoke about the Facebook and the Snapchat, Priyanshi, what do you think? How consumers are expecting AR as we shop?
Okay. So AR is not a limited concept. It is actually implied across industries and has a lot of potential. For example, in education, it is used for transferring your classrooms into a virtual learning platform. In gaming industries, it is used to create games. So similarly, it is used in retail sectors as we shop. For example, Nykaa and Myntra are using it to some extent by providing the try-on feature. Other than that, even the companies like Gucci and Armani are shifting and trying this AR feature so that they can give their customers the real experience and without even going through the stores. And in the future, we will see that there won't be any trial room. People will be just able to try on clothes through their phones with the use of AR and see how they will look and shop accordingly.
Could you just share some strategies for reaching customers with the AR beyond the Gen Z? Aparna, your take on this?
Okay, so generation marketing strategy, you should be very careful about it. See, every generation that we see, suppose Gen Z or any generation you take, will have a unique feature for themselves. For example, if you take millennials, we are very good at using technology, and we are extremely involved with the pop culture. Whereas if you see the Gen X, they are towards the work ethic and they have conservative thoughts or ideologies. But they were the first one to initially bring in the technology use. For boomers, if you see, it is the work ethic and the respect that they earn that makes them stand out. If you see the Great Depression, the silent gen, which went through the Great Depression, it's their smartness and the honesty. So each generation has to be targeted accordingly. If you see AR marketing, it is something that I would say they will have to target only towards the Gen Z and the Gen X because they will be able to connect with them. So AR marketing or advertising, as I said before, they will have to look into all of those questions. And as Priyanshi pointed out, Armani or Gucci, it is extensively used by Gen Z or Gen X. So it is better to probably target on Gen Z and Gen X. But if you are trying to invest or if you are trying to put into other generations, you got to be a bit careful. And the process should not be cumbersome, because if you see our grandparents, they really struggle to use even smartphones, but once they learn and the process is easy, they take it very easily. So probably they can have the AR, provided they have the proper instructions given then and there, so that it's easy for them also to use it.
Yeah, so Priyanshi, what do you think? What are the other industries that can get benefited from AR?
Sure, the other industries are education, manufacturing. You can actually plan the entire layout in a 3D mode if you're using the virtual reality and the augmented reality altogether. Then there is obviously retail, like apparel industries using it extensively right now. There is social media, there's entertainment industry which is using it, there's gaming industry, there's tourism, and even healthcare is using it, to build those organ models.
Yeah, so Aparna, do you believe retail's use of AR will continue to grow or will it fade as the pandemic ends?
Okay, so according to the Nielsen's global survey that was taken in 2019, consumers listed augmented and virtual reality as the top technologies they are seeking to assist them in our daily lives. So in fact, just over 51% or the half, they were actually telling they were willing to use these products to assess and use this technology to assess products. So I fully expect that interest has soared since what we have seen in the AR, but probably it will be the future, because if you see, we all like to see the things before or use it before, like actually buying it. AR enables us to use it in a much easier way. So I think we will be having AR as the future. It will not fade as the pandemic ends, because it's been like the pandemic started in 2019. We're still running behind the pandemic, wearing our masks, we're connecting virtually. So I think AR is something very important, and it will be continuing in the retail space for a long, long time.
As AR seems to be the future of marketing, how much do you agree with Aparna? Priyanshi?
Yeah. So as Aparna pointed out that AR is there for the future and it is there to stay. It won't vanish with the pandemic. I would like to point out that currently in 2021, there has been a new flush of consumers, right? There has been Gen Zs and the future generation that will be coming. The consumer desires and personas have changed. Brands will have to embrace what is left behind, and they need to grow with the time and the changes that come along. So for that, AR is the best alternative that has come into the market as a technology to give the customer what they actually desire without even stepping out from their comfort zone.
So Aparna, being a marketing consultant, how would you like to close the case? What would be your end all in all discussion?
Okay, so to end this, to give a proper conclusion for this, if you ask me, AR is definitely going to be the future. And if you see, I would like to quote this example of e-commerce company Shopify, which recently released a new data that interacts with products having AR content. And the conversion rate was excellent. It was around 94%. So imagine companies could actually thrive on these things. And as students, as marketing students, I would recommend many of them to take up courses on AR. And if you ask me, there are lots of platforms that are available. And as a marketing consultant, I learned from Peregrine. So you guys can definitely get into Peregrine and probably learn different AR courses that will enable them to be employable in the future, because the placement season are beginning and then people will have to get placed. And this is a very good or a greater platform for us to learn from. Peregrine is something that I would recommend.
All right. Thank you so much for being a part and great support to the important discussion on AR, which seems to be the great important to the next evolution where the e-commerce grows. Thank you, Aparna. Thank you, Priyanshi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Audience, for watching us. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Powered by Tigrine Global Service.